Hello, good day sa ating lahat na naman. Magandang araw sa lahat ng ating nanonood. And for today, for our session, we're going to talk about evaluating algebraic expressions. Okay? So without further much ado, diretso tayo sa examples. Kasi mas maintindihan natin ito pag marami tayong examples. First, we evaluate 2x plus 1 when x is equal to 3. The first thing to do here is to copy the algebraic expression. So, kopyahin muna natin. So, that will be 2x plus 1. Remember, pag magkadikit, yung ating variable at yung ating constant, that means this will be multiplication. So, multiplication ito. Okay. So, the first thing to do, okay, we substitute now x with 3. That becomes now 2 times 3 plus 1. So, it will be, so we multiply 2 times 3, that will become 6 plus 1. And we add, the answer will be 7. So, therefore, 2x plus 1 when x is equal to 3, the answer will be 7. Okay, next example. X raised to the third power, or x raised to 3 minus 2x plus 4 when x is equal to 2. Okay, copy the algebraic expression. Okay, natin yung algebraic expression. Then, okay, substitute x with 2. Okay, that becomes now 2 raised to 3 minus 2 times 2 plus 4. It will be now, so we perform the values with exponent. Remember, always apply your PEMDAS. So, first thing to do is we perform our exponent, the value with the exponent. And that will be now 2 raised to 3, that becomes 8. So out of this now, dito na tayo sa ating expression na ito, we multiply. Multiply natin yung 2 times 2. And that will become 8. So 2 times 2, that becomes 4. So that will be now 8 minus 4 plus 4. And we subtract and add, the answer will be 8. Yun. So x to the power of 3 minus 2x plus 4 when x is equal to 2, the answer is 8. Next, example number 3. 2xy plus 4x minus 3y when x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 5. Okay? This time, meron tayong dalawang variable. We have x and y. So, we just substitute. Okay, so first thing to do, we copy the algebraic expression that we have here now. Next, substitute x with 3 and y with 5. And it will become 2 times 3 times 5 plus 4 times 3 minus 3 times 5. And we can now multiply. So, multiply natin. So, 2 times 3 times 5, it will become now 30. 4 times 3 is 12. And 3 times 5, that is now 15. Okay, then, we subtract and add. Remember, sa ating appendix rule, yung ating addition and subtraction, pwede nang pagsabayin. Just do it from left to right. So, 30 plus 12, that is 42. Minus 15, the answer will be 27. Okay? Next, example number 4. X raised to 3 minus x raised to 2 times y plus 10y when x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2. So first thing to do, again, we copy the algebraic expression. So, we substitute now x with 5 and y with 2. And that becomes 5 raised to 3 minus 5 raised to 2 times 2 plus 10 times 2. Next, we perform the values with exponent. Remember, we apply again our PEMDAS. So that becomes 5 raised to 3 becomes 125. 5 raised to 2 becomes 25. Okay? Next, we multiply. We multiply 25 times 2 tsaka 10 times 2. And that becomes, yung 25 times 2, naging 50. And 10 times 2, naging 20. And we add it, we subtract and add, that becomes 95. So 125 minus 50 So it is 75 plus 20 equals 195. Next example. Example number 5. X plus 10 equals 13. So as we notice now, we have here an equation. So we have an equal sign here. So hindi natin alam kung ano yung value of x. Pero alam natin na itong algebraic expression na to is equal to 13. So the first thing to do, ang gagawin natin is we are going to eliminate 10. Since gusto natin maiwan lang yung ating variable here. So since this is plus 10, ang gagawin natin, ang kabaliktaran ng plus 10 is actually minus 10. So therefore, we subtract 10 from both sides. And that becomes now ganito. X plus 10 minus 10 is equal to 13 minus 10. So as you notice, naglagay tayo ng minus 10 dito and minus 10 din dito sa ating kabilang expression. Now, we can cancel now plus 10 minus 10. Kaya may iwan dyan ay itong x natin. So, pansinin natin. So, x now is equal to 13 minus 10. That is now equal to 3. And to check that, we substitute x with 3 and that becomes 3 plus 10 is equal to 13. Okay? So, nakuha natin. Next, 4 plus x is equal to 10. Pansinin natin, yung kanina, nauna yung x bago yung inad natin na number. Pero this one, nauna yung ating number, nauna yung ating constant bago yung ating variable na i-add. Pwede natin i-apply ngayon ang commutative property of addition. Ano yung commutative property of addition? Changing the order of the addends does not affect the sum. So example, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. It's just the same as 2 plus 1 is also equal to 3. So pwede natin siyang gawin, x plus 4 is equal to 10. So yung 4 plus x, ginawa lang natin x plus 4, which is just the same. Next, okay, we can now subtract 4 from both sides. Bakit subtract 4 again? Because we have here plus 4. So, kabaliktaran ng plus 4, that is minus 4. So, we have here now, okay, x plus 4 minus 4 equals 10 minus 4. Okay? So, kung ikaw ay nag-add dito, mag-subtract ka dito. Ganun lang yan. Para ma-eliminate kung ano man yung inad. Kung ikaw ay nag-subtract, anong gagawin mo? Mag-add ka. Okay, ganun lang yun. So, we can now eliminate plus 4 minus 4 because that will become now 0. And x plus 0 is just the same as x. Now, we subtract 10 minus 4. That will become 6. So, our answer now is 6 and we can check now. Substitute x with 6. That becomes 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. So, correct siya. Next, example number 7. X minus 15 is equal to 25. So, since tayo ay nag-subtract again ng 15 from x, so dahil subtraction siya, babalik rin na naman natin, gagawin natin addition. So, again, we add 15 to both sides. So, that becomes, okay, x minus 15 plus 15 is equal to 25 plus 15. Okay, may plus 15 parehas. Itong negative 15 plus 15, if you apply your integers, your rule in addition of integers, this will become 0. Okay, this will become 0. So, x minus 0 again is equal to x. Okay, x minus 0 is equal to x, then, okay, 25 plus 15 is equal to 40. Again, we are going to check it. That becomes now 40 minus 15, our answer will be 25. Okay? Next, example number 8. 4x is equal to 20. Pansinin natin dahil gusto natin lagi na dito sa ating left side na iiwan yung x. So, pansinin natin 4 times x. Kanina, nung ginawa na, nung addition, kung addition ang binigay, ginagawa, magsusubtract ka. Ngayon naman, since ito ay multiplication, ang gawin mo, magdi-divide ka. Saan natin siya i-divide? I-divide natin siya both sides by 4. Bakit 4? Kasi times 4. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, compare muna natin. 4x is equal to 20. We divide both sides by 4. 4x over 4 is equal to 20 divided by 4. Remember, kung ano ang ginawa mo sa left side, yun din ang gawin mo sa right side. Okay? For this matter, we can now cancel 4 and 4. Bakit kinancel po natin yung 4 and 4? 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So that becomes 1 times x. And 1 times x is equal to x. Okay? Kaya hindi na natin nilagay yung 1 doon. And we can now divide 20 divided by 4 and our answer will be 5. Now, we are going to substitute x with 5 and that becomes 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Okay, next, example number 9. 3x plus 6 is equal to 30. Okay, unang gagawin, pansinin natin, merong plus 6. Okay, pansinin natin, merong plus 6. Ang gagawin natin dyan is tanggalin muna natin itong 6 para natin magagawa yan. Since ito ay plus 6, syempre, ang gawin mo, mag-subtract ka ng 6. So, mangyayari dyan, 3x plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 30 minus 6. So, matatanggal na natin to. Pwede na natin ma-cancel out ang ating plus 6 minus 6. So, magiging ano siya? 3x. Okay? Is equal to 30 minus 6, that is 24. Okay, ano daw next step natin? We divide both sides by 3. Okay, dahil gusto natin iwan lang yung x. So, we divide both sides by 3. Okay? 3x over 3 is equal to 24 over 3. We can cancel out 3 and 3. And that is now 24 divided by 3. X is equal to 8. Okay, 24 divided by 3, that is 8. And we can now substitute. Let's check. Substitute x with 8. Okay? 3 times 8 plus 6 is equal to 30. 3 times 8, that's 24, plus 6 equals 30. Next example. 5x is equal to 30 minus 5. Sa ating problem na ito, ang unang-una nating magagawa ay ito nakapagay. 30 minus 5. Actually, pwede natin siyang sagutan. 30 minus 5. Okay, we perform now 30 minus 5, that becomes 25. So, 5x is equal to 25. Okay? So, anong pwede natin gawing susunod? Yun, mag-divide na tayo. Okay, we divide now both sides by 5. Bakit divide both sides by 5? Kasi, times 5 siya dito. Next, okay, we divide both sides by 5. Okay, divide din natin yung kabila ng 5. We can cancel now 5, tsaka yung 5 dito sa ating left side. So, whereas now, 25 divided by 5, our answer will be x is equal to 5. Again, we substitute. Okay? Let's check. We substitute x with 5. That becomes, okay, 5 times 5 is equal to 30 minus 5. 5 times 5, that's 25. And 30 minus 5, that is 25. So, check yung ginawa natin. Next example, we have x over 3 is equal to 15. Okay? Multiply both sides by 3. Bakit kaya multiply both sides by 3? Since ito naman ay x over 3, since itong nasa left natin is x divided by 3, sabi natin, bibigyan natin siya ng kabaliktaran ang gagawin natin. So that becomes now, so since you have divided by 3, gagawin mo, mag-multiply ka sa 3 para makancel natin yung 3. That makes it now, okay, 3x over 3 is equal to 15 times 3. Okay? We can now cancel 3 and 3. May iwan dito, x na lang. So, x now will be equal to 15 times 3. And 15 times 3 is equal to 45. And to check that, kung tama yung sagot natin, again, substitute. Okay? 45 divided by 3 is equal to 15. Yun. Next, last example. X over 5 minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay? Pansin na natin, may minus 2 rito. So, pwede natin siyang tanggalin by both sides, we are going to add 2. And that makes it x over 5 minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0 plus 2. Okay, nag-add ka ng 2 sa right side, nag-add ka ng 2 sa left side. So, pwede na natin makancel itong minus 2 plus 2, that becomes 0. So, therefore, we have here x, okay, ang gagawin muna natin, x over 5 is equal to 2. Bakit 2? 0 plus 2. Next, multiply both sides by 5. Bakit kaya natin multiply by 5? Because we have the over 5 here. So, multiply mo by 5 here, and you multiply by 5 here. So, we can cancel now 5 at saka 5, yung both 5s, yung dalawang 5, sa ating left side. And we can now multiply 2 times 5. And that makes it, our x will be 2 times 5, that is 10. And to substitute again, to check that, we're going to substitute x with 10. And that makes it 10 over 5 minus 2 is equal to 0. Tignan nga natin. 10 divided by 5, that is equal to 2. Minus 2 is equal to 0. So that wraps up our session for today, Evaluating Algebraic Expressions. Salamat sa pakikinig. And God bless you all. Happy learning. Ingat kayo lagi. Bye-bye.